Poppin' World. It's Jaja Gibore. I'm a rapper, not a blogger, I'm a rapper. This is my ugly man vlog, my vlogly. You know what I mean? Battle rappers major. You know what I mean? Shout out to my hats. Um, you know, last night was a dope event and it displayed and it showed how could I say? Like more like a show. It was more like a show, battle rap show. You know what I mean? Than anything. Which was dope. Um, to me, I think watching battle rap for so long and so many events, I think it was a change. A change. It was like it evolved a little bit more last night. You know what I mean? Even though you had like your normal battle rappers in there, it still kind of like showed that we could perform. Battle rappers, the community is more like a performance too. You know what I mean? It ain't just like rapping to each other and dissing each other. You know what I mean? And that was dope. So shout out to Smack and Drake and all of them for making that shit possible last night, man. URL, Beasley, Chico, you know, the whole team, P, JB for the visual. You know, that shit was dope. You know what I mean? And Drake team too, Caffeine and all of them for making it possible. You know what I mean? It was dope. It was a dope event last night, you know what I mean? Till death do us part. Um, the takeaways from it wasn't no real takeaways. Um, Everybody did their thing. Rex kind of just get right into that battle, man. Rex and Rum. Um, Rum kept punching, doing his normal punching. And Rex was kind of on some. I can't say do what he want, but it was more like he got up there and was just like rapping. And I mean, he wasn't really rapping the way he was supposed to. He kept losing his breath. He did what he normally do, but it was like I don't know, man. Maybe he couldn't keep up with Rum punches or something like that. You know what I mean? But you know, he kept it real general. Like I noticed, a lot of these niggas is friends outside the battle rap shit, outside the actually battling each other. So it's like I don't know. Like Rex and Rum, I know they cool. So like he ain't have no angles towards Rum. Rum ain't have no real angles towards Rex. I mean, he talking about getting a chain and the thing video was vague. Like that's why I didn't think Drake knew what he was doing when he chose certain matches. Like you want to see uh, Rex and Rum battle again. It just wasn't the same feel as it was when they did that one round of number one, number two. Rex, I don't know what's up with Rex, man. He did better versus Easy the Block Captain than he did versus Rum. And you know Rum is up there. You know what I mean? God tier, you know what I mean? Anyway, Rum didn't get too crazy for Rex last night. He didn't have to. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think Rum got that shit 3-0. You know what I mean? I mean, Rex had some flashes here and there, but that was it. Flashes in the pan, but that was it. Um, Fucking Twork versus Rock. Twork did what he was supposed to do. Twork did what Geechi did. He used the angles and made the crowd laugh. He had bars, he had punchlines, he had performance, like his aggression. Like Twork cooked Rock like yesterday. He beat Rock to me. I mean, I would say 2-1 because I give Rock at least a round. I say maybe the second round or the third round. But Twork was cooking him, boy, every round. You know what I mean? So I got Twork winning that 2-1, 3-0 possibly. Rock did his thing though, but Rock had a lot of gun bars and he didn't have enough angles towards Twork. Like the angles work in a battle. That's what this shit is all about. It's like he kept saying lyrical shit, and Twork was being lyrical, but he was using angles. So I think that shit helped Twork win last night. To be honest with you, you know. Anyway, I got Twork winning that shit 2-1, possibly 3-0. I'll give Rock a round, second or the third. Fuck, Calico versus Surf. Surf 3-0 Calico, man. Calico was rapping, but Surf went up there and did exactly what he did to John John Not as bad because that was in the making, and this was a rematch, you know. But it was like I don't know, man. I don't know. Surf did his fucking thing last night. Surf showed he's probably the fucking champion of the year. You know what I mean? He up there and he do what he do, but that nigga his aggression, his bars are believable. You know he went through that shit. He been through that shit, and he made Cal look like just a rapper. And then Cal, you could tell kind of like either they was mixtape verses or they gonna put on a mixtape or it's just something like it just had too much cadence. I don't know. And it wasn't enough angles towards Surf. I mean, he couldn't get up there and say no street shit to Surf. You know, I think Cal just went up there and did that shit for the check. You know what I mean? But anyway, Surf got that shit 3-0. If you're gonna give Cal a round, I would give him the second or the third too. But that first round, Surf came out and cooked him off the gate. Like he didn't even let Cal go build up a momentum to even compete with what he was doing. Legendary shit, man. That nigga Surf when I came out there and did his thing. Anyway, Surf 3-0. 2-1 if you being nice. Um, Jazz versus Gaddis. Jazz 3-0. I thought Gaddis was going to at least get a round. And I thought Gaddis was going to come out there and do something better than that. She was too erratic. She was too all over the stage. Um, and she was good lyrically. Like she had better lyrics than Jazz. Jazz kept using a lot of gun bars and a lot of like street shit and being the tough shit, like the tough girl shit. But she won the battle because she used the angles that she knew Gaddis was going to use against her before Gaddis could even come out and say it. So anything Gaddis was saying about those three angles was useless. It was fire. Jazz did her thing last night with that shit. But the gun bars, like, leave the gun bars alone, Jazz. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it just don't fit her. You know what I mean? I mean, it's hot, but some of the shit she was saying was hot, but some of the shit she was saying was just generic, corny gun bar shit. You know? So, anyway, I got Jazz 3-0 in that Gaddis last night, man. It was bad. You know, I thought Gaddis was going to come out and do what she did versus Official. She fucking, whew. But at the end of the day, you know, everybody's different towards different people in battles. So you can't really say what you know what I mean? For everybody. You know what I mean? Um, Real Sick versus Pat Stay. Shit. I think Pat Stay showed he's a legendary battler, freestyling. He has some angles. Not really no real angles, but just kind of like religious and like he was saying some shit. Like he ain't completely get smoked. You know what I mean? But I think Real Sick won that shit 2-1. I think Pat talking about his mom, you know, people passing his family and shit. I think that kind of like took out the anger of the battle, and it was more like sad. You know what I mean? And you know, Paste still came, showed that he was nice, but he also lost. You know what I mean? Real Sick came out there and rapped like a fucking a rapper, bro. And he had the angles and he used his accolades against him, and he was saying some shit that I don't know, bro. Real Sick is just lyrically one of the best pens in battle rap already, lyrically. You know what I mean? Um, Last battle of the night, Geechi versus Lux. You know, I really thought Lux was gonna win. I think Geechi won. I think Lux gave up. I think Lux is more lyrical with the pen. He need a battle of Daylight or a Rum, not a Geechi. Geechi's like a gangster, street nigga. Like that don't add up with Lux. It don't go together good with Lux. You know what I mean? Because Lux ain't that kind of rapper. You know what I mean? Lux is a lyrical dude who breaks down, you break you down with words. You know what I mean? Geechee is a real street, simple, straight to the point, but gangster. You know what I mean? And he was in his hometown. You know, it was just different. Gave Geechee a different kind of momentum. So people wasn't feeling what Lux was saying. They wasn't feeling the lyrical shit last night. And I think that fucked Lux momentum up too. You know what I mean? Lux was saying some shit though. And Lux was showing that he's one of the greatest, that he, you know what I mean? But Geechi definitely won, bro. He did the reality bars and he was talking to Lux, bro. I ain't gonna front. And both of them my niggas. They good niggas. They real niggas and shit too. You know what I mean? But, like I said, Lux expected that shit. Everybody expected that shit. Lux to go in there and rap like lyrical shit. He wasn't gonna talk no street gangster shit to Geechi. And Geechi wasn't gonna talk no lyrical shit to him. You know what I mean? So it ended up working out the way, but two different styles. You're not gonna get a battle of the year contender. You know what I mean? Maybe battle with a night contender, but not no battle with the year, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, shout out to everybody for making that event possible last night. Smack Volume 8 coming up next. I'm trying to make it to one of these events at some point. You know what I mean? But for the most part, for now, I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? Going to work, getting my money up, and doing my thing with my family and shit. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, man, yeah, I'm the ugly man, Jaja Gibore. You already know how I give it up with this blood battle rap blog shit. You know what I mean? Nigga be at the events with them and all of that, and getting to know the real battle rappers, because that's when you could understand the lyrics a little better, and you can feel the lyrics a little better. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be doing my little side videos, not just predictions and recaps of the events, but I'm gonna be doing my little videos where, you know, I could talk about other shit that is involved in the battle rap community and culture that's not really an event. You know what I mean? So y'all gonna stay tuned to that shit real soon, and I'll keep y'all posted when I post every time I load up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna get a better camera. Um, get some T-shirts and shit made for my Vlugly. You know what I mean? And brand it a little better. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boss, my coworker, my best friend, and you know, I'm gonna do it up. I'm gonna do it up. I mean, I'm gonna make it happen, Captain. But yeah, man, thanks for tuning in. My little few subscribers I got. Yeah, I mean, paid attention to what I gotta say about the battle rap shit. I appreciate that shit. And I'm gonna be doing some giveaways and shit too once I start getting a certain amount of fans, a certain amount of subscribers up to watch the channel. Then it'll be worth to give away prizes and shit, and people will be able to. I'll have interesting content and so on and so forth. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm ugly man. I'm rapping, not a blogger. I'm not a blogger. I'm a rapper, nigga.